Welcome everyone to the Moisky News for February 25th, 2020. Today I want to discuss something truly and honestly the single most serious thing I will ever discuss on this channel. Something which tears at the very fabric of what it means to be English. Something that has divided us all. Something that has potentially brought about itself a civil war. One we do not wish to repeat after the rather mature response we got from those somewhat precious colonies that we really should take back. I am speaking, of course, about the recent actions of the brand new Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, who tweeted out the most absolutely haram picture I have ever seen. What was he doing, you ask? He was making his team a cup of tea. How sickening. Just the thought of this man making a brew for his team is just hate speech without any possible way of explaining it as such. And to do this hate crime, what else did he do? That's right. He put Yorkshire Tea on blast. Who's Yorkshire Tea, you ask? They're alright. Their bedtime brew's quite nice. They make arguably one of the most popular teas in this country next to PG, Tetley, and I think No Frills Quick Save. Twinings is also quite popular, but let's just stick with Yorkshire Tea. You see, this started a bit of a ruckus on Twitter. Yes, I'm dropping the dick act for a moment. What had happened was, when he put this out on Twitter, people got a bit triggered by it. And it got quite a response, which actually went so far because of the backlash, which I find fascinating. He's a brand new Chancellor. He has bugger all experience in high office, okay? He has a very interesting background, so economics may well actually work in his favour. But the criticism he got for this, and then Yorkshire Tea, the company themselves, got backlash to the point where people were considering the hashtag cancel Yorkshire Tea because of guilt by association. Because of course it is entirely the fault of Yorkshire Tea that a Yorkshireman, because that's where he's from, uses their tea, buys in bulk and makes it for his team. How pathetic are you? Hell, even Yorkshire Tea got in on this. And they actually said the most mature thing, because I don't think they're used to all the criticism. I mean, if they put out a poll saying who makes the best tea and someone says PG because Yorkshire shit, there might be an interesting back and forth. Hell, they might actually send you a box of tea just to say, okay then, prove it. But in truth, they're not the kind of company to get involved in politics. And so when they responded with a number of tweets encouraging people that while it is totally normal and okay for people to vent and get angry online because apparently they're that pathetic. You should see my Twitter. It's me railing on furries and putting out a picture of a rabbit eating a fruit bowl. Update to that, by the way. The rabbit was done with the contents of the fruit bowl and the seeded bowl it came in has been discarded. But they urged people to be nice and to respect the fact that there is a human on the other end, which is something people don't remember and don't think about when they're actually getting quite cross with one another. They just want to rage, and because you're character limited, you will say the most outrageous thing because you don't have to explain yourself, and you yourself, for the most part, aren't really held accountable, which falls handily into something that myself and Trups discussed on our last political recap, where Twitter wants to introduce ways of verifying facts for certain verified users. Certainly political statements should, of course, be verified. Maybe they should do the same to Rishi Sunak's picture of him making cups of tea. Him posing in front of a rather large bag of Yorkshire tea bags and holding a teapot does not mean he made the tea. It means he stood there and held it. I think we need video evidence of this. In fact, at Rishi Sunak, I may well send this video your way. Prove you made the tea. I dare you. I don't know what I could say as a consequence if you did. All I could do is say, well done if you do. I doubt you will. And compared to you, I am this, but a lowly oik, unworthy of your time. And after all, you are busy prepping that rather precious new budget, which I keenly await. To all of those that spurged out at Yorkshire Tea and threatened to no longer buy because Rishi Sunak is a conservative, and that be bad, and anything they buy be bad, 'cause bad politics. Grow up. Don't rail on the company. If anything, what you've done is guarantee for those who saw this and all those that wrote articles about this, you have guaranteed that their sales are going to go up. I personally favour the bedtime brew because I am caffeine sensitive these days. Who would have believed 5 to 6 cans of Monster a day for a solid 18 months because one did not want to sleep, that's a story for another time, would absolutely destroy your ability to take in caffeine without having a crippling anxiety attack. With this story, I really want to know what you think. So please do let me know in the comments down below.